racing fans, and welcome to Trackside, proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting. Bet with the best, bet with WSB, a leader in the fixed odds betting market and #1 in the anti-post betting markets. I trust that you're all okay and doing well and keeping safe, obviously, and looking forward to this weekend's racing where champion season will come to a close, bringing down what has been a wonderful last 12 months. Of course, we had our highs and lows with the interruption of racing, but all that will end on Saturday the 31st at Greyville Racecourse, featuring now a new sponsor for the Gold Cup. Well done to Marshall's World of Sport. They sponsor this year's Gold Cup and our host of feature races. So that's the race meeting that we will be concentrating on for this show, because there's mega pools, there's massive pools, there's carryovers and pick six, quartets, jackpots, whatever exotic you fancy on the day. There's going to be massive pools, and of course all co-mingled with Hong Kong as well. So it's going to be an absolute blast to end off the season, and really looking forward to it at Greyville. What's happening on this show? Well, I've had a look at the card, and what I've done is we're going to put up 2 trebles on the WSB site. We're also going to have a look at the pick 6, which is going to be a massive pool with a carryover of 5 million rand. That's estimated to reach 15 million. So we're going to do a pick 6 and give you some guidance on numbers there. Then we're going to do a quartet for the main race. That quartet in the main race, it's 1 million rand carried over to that pool, and it's estimated to be 4 million rand. And of course, in that pick 6 you'll get jackpot 1 as well. So it's going to be a busy show, so let's begin. And we'll begin with our treble on the card, and it will all start in race number 5. It's the Tikwini Stakes at Group 1 over 1600 meters, and I'm going with the top one here, the horse that's priced up as favorite, and no doubt on a current form and what she represents in black and white, she is the right horse in the race and the horse to beat. Her name is Rain in Holland. She's trained by Sean Terry and will be partnered by her regular jockey in Lal Yudson, and she's only been beaten once in her career, and that was on her debut run, where her stable companion called Marigold Hotel got the better of her, and since then she's not stopped 4 on the bounce, and she's been impressive in all 4 starts. If you go 3 starts back when she won that juvenile plate, that form line has held up very strongly. Starry Winter Night has come out to win, Iron Will has come out to win, and you can add Safe Passage as well to that form line. A penultimate start, which was the Highveld Winter Juvenile Stakes, a race that she won exceptionally well over 1400 meters, beating a useful sort in Smorgasbord. Well, that form line has also held up well. Midweek we saw Winter with Joe come out to win for Paul Peter, and in our last start, well, over 1600 meters, she beat Lord of Braden, and she won that effortlessly as well. So it's clear to see that she has all the credentials in the world to pull off this Group 1. It will be her first try at Greyville, but she's fairly drawn as well at 7. And Lal Yudson, who will be jetting off to Japan on the 8th of August, that's when he leaves. He's had a wonderful season. He'll be crowned our South African champion jockey again, and he'll be hoping to end off his season on a high. Group 1 hasn't found him this season, and maybe this could be the cherry on the top before he leaves for Japan. I think the number 7, Rain in Holland, will be a popular choice amongst punters. I know that she's very highly thought of by trainer Sean Terry, and equally by jockey Lal Yudson. So let's see how she goes here. Rain in Holland in race number 5. We then move along to our second horses from our pick 3, and it's going to be the big one. It's going to be our Premier Stayers race for the season, which is now sponsored by Marshall's World of Sport. It's the Gold Cup at Group 3 over the grueling 3,200 meters. And in this race, I'm going with a horse that I think is on the up in the Stayers rank. His name is Nebraska Again, it's the combination of Terry and Yudson. A horse took a long time to notch up his second career win. He was a maiden for some time, but when he won or should I say when he had his second career win, which was at his penultimate start, he did that in fine style. He won by over 5 lengths, made it look very easy over 2,000 meters. And after that race, well, he was thrown in the deep end last time out in the gold vase, and I think it was hit or miss when it comes to the distance. The stable wanted to see if he stays, and he didn't just stay. He really stayed extra distance. He loved to step up from 2,000 meters to 3,000 meters, and he won in a fashion of a stayer that's on the up. He was traveling smoothly throughout the race, and at the 1,000-meter mark, you could see if he wasn't going to be coming up for air over the final 400, it was going to take a good horse to beat him, and he won very impressively in that gold vase over 3,000 meters. From that form line, just to enhance that form line, Illuminate came out to win midweek for Waiho Mawing, winning a very good race, so that's looking good. And you think that it's just been well timed for this horse to come in with 52.5 kgs on his back off a rating of 95, galloping weight. We know that he stays now. And if you just look at that last start, I just want to read out the names that were behind him in that race. Holy Warrior, Before Noon, Wealthy, you got Dream Destiny, Pass of Victory, Pay Back the Money, who is an unfortunate scratching here. One of the reserve runners was behind him. Double Mint and Bayberry as well. So he's beaten the majority of them, and they'll be hoping to try and reverse the form with him, but I can't see it happening. I think that he's no doubt the right horse in the race, and he could bag a big one. We mentioned that it took a long time for him to get that second career win. He's on a hat-trick, and he's on a hat-trick in the Grade 3 Marshall's World of Sport Gold Cup. So Nabras is going to be the horse that we're going to be going with the second of our 3 horses in the treble. And then where do we close off the treble? Well, it's all the way to race number 10. And in race number 10, well, it's the last race for this wonderful mare, or filly should I say. She'll be a mare a day later, Summer Pudding. And she's just been an absolute star. She's given us unforgettable memories and some wonderful moments at the racetrack that we're all going to remember for a long time to come. It's a last race, and I'd love to see her win and go off on a high. But I had a look at this field, and barring Summer Pudding, the way they've priced up, there's lots of value to be had if you're not in the camp of the Paul Peter runner. And I think I found a horse that's a tremendous value in double figures here, and this is the horse that we're going for in our treble, and it's going to be Cha-Ching, horse number 8. Now this filly's got a very interesting profile. If you look at a merit rating, especially when she finished 3rd to Captain's Ransom in the Cape Fillies Guineas, she was hammered. She was pushed up from an 89 to a 108, 19 pounds in the rating. She then ran 4th to Queen Supreme in the Paddock Stakes, and she was given a further 6 pounds in the rating of a 114. And after that rating, I thought that she may just be too highly rated by the handicapper. Well, her last 2 starts in the Willavington and the Garden Province, she's run very good races behind War of Athena in the Garden Province, in the Willavington, should I say. That was a very good run. And then last time out is the run that caught my eye. In the Garden Province Stakes, she was outpaced for most of the way, and she only started to find her feet over the final 200 meters when 1.5 lengths behind her stable companion Zarina, who was given a belter of a ride by Keegan DeMella to get up and win that Group 1. I'm just hoping that she can be competitive of this mark, and the handicapper's got it right with regards to her rating, etc. Because if you look at the best weighted column, you know, barring Summer Pudding, who's at a 127, there's really not much to choose between the next 4 in the ratings, which are Running Brave, Scented Mistress, Mount Lauren, and My Fancy, which is Cha-Ching. So, you know, again, we'd all love to see Summer Pudding go off, and I'll be the first. Yes, I'll be the first to congratulate trainer Paul Peter and Warren Kennedy and whoever's on course with the connections of Summer Pudding. But we're looking for value here, and I think the value could certainly be with Cha-Ching. Just looking at her last start, the way she was finishing over 1600, the distance is no issue for her. She's got a jockey that's had a wonderful season. She's got a trainer that's already bagged a Group 1. We mentioned Zarina winning that Garden Province Stakes. And that is where we're going to leave it with our treble. How are we going to play the treble? Well, we're going to go race 5, Rain in Holland, a win. Race 7, Nabras, a win. And then race 10, Cha-Ching, a place. That's going to be the safety bet. And then the second trackside treble will be Rain in Holland, a win. Nabras, a win. And then the bullet, if this has to arrive at a very big price, at decent value, we're going to go Cha-Ching, win. So the first one will be win-win place, and the second one will be win, win, and win. Cha-Ching, and hopefully that's what we'll be doing come race number 10 on Saturday the 31st at Greyville. Now I promised a pick 6 and the quartet. Well, let's go to the pick 6, and we're going to go to the main race. And of course the pick 6, I said we're going to go to the main race. Well, we'll leave the quartet. Let's go to the pick 6 first, and we'll go to race number 4, where it will all begin. And we're going to give you the numbers. The numbers are going to be in numerical order throughout the sperm. And in that first leg, I've gone with 2, 4, 6 runners. Horse number 2, Dice. Horse number 4, Bon Vivant. Horse number 7, Gallic Chief. Horse number 10, Dock of the Bay. Horse number 11, Kumar I've included. A winner, midweek, and winning well. And I'm certain that if he takes his place, he'll be highly competitive here, having watched him win during the week. And then horse number 12, It's About Time. So 6 runners there, 2, 4, 7, 10, 11, and 12. Then we move on to leg number 2, which is race number 5. And we spoke about our banker in the pick 6, horse number 7, Rain in Holland, that forms part of our treble. Then the 6th race. Well, the 6th race is the Premier's Champion Stakes. It's a Group 1 over 1600 meters, and I've tried my best to narrow the field down, and the best I could come out to was 8 out of the 14 runners. And some time back, well, I made it a rule when taking the pick 6, if it's more than half the field, then must include the field. If it's more than half the field, then include the field. How many times has it happened to you? It's happened to me many times, where you've included 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, sometimes even 9 out of 10 runners. You just leave out the one horse, and that's the horse that comes to bite you in the pick 6. Taking no chances here in race number 6, going with the field, and that will multiply the sperm by 14. Then on to race number 7, and we mentioned our trackside treble, Nabras, and we're going to bank at Nabras in the pick 6 as well. So race number 7, banker horse number 14, which is Nabras. Now the Mercury Sprint Grade 1, race number 8, the 5th leg of that pick 6 is over 1200 meters, and the way World Sports Betting and any other stock betting operators betting, it's in the red, Rio Ferrari, which is horse number 3, betting around 9 to 10, 8 to 10 in the betting market. And then the next best is 10 to 1, 10 to 1 bar 1 in the betting. And this is where you could get some big money in the pick 6. No doubt, Rio Ferrari with a rating of 130 in the best weighted column is a clear standout over this 1200 meter trip. But I just get that sneaky feeling, that gut feeling that this race could produce a result. And Rio Ferrari has been twice at the course. Actually looked up his form. He's run behind Celtic Voyager that was on the turf, and he's also been on the poly track when second behind Gallic Princess, who does find herself in this field as well. So he's got some form. He's been to the course, and you think from a 3-year-old, he's just a better, stronger, faster 4-year-old, the way he's been winning his races. And when he won that computer form sprint up in Turpentine, he really did it in fine style. So he's no doubt the horse that set the standard here in the Mercury Sprinter Group 1, and it looks like the right type of race for him with his rating. But I've played with some cover. We're looking for a result, we're looking for a payout. If we're running thus far in the pick 6 and we're getting the last 2 legs, we got some cover here in race number 8. And the horses that I've included in the pick 6, 7 on the head. So it's not more than half the field, it's half the field on the head. And I'm going to go with 1, Chimichurri Run, 2, MK's Pride, the obvious horse, number 3, Rio Carrari, horse number 4, Battle Force, horse number 7, Boica, and then the last 2 will be horse number 11, Casimir, the stable companion to the top one, and then horse number 14, True to Life. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 11, and 14. And then how we close off this big 6 epic way, in the last leg, I've taken no chances. I think I've included the top 3 in the betting, and 2 horses coming off their runs in the Verdicom Durban July, finishing 3rd and 4th respectively. Got the Green Light and Do It Again. Of course, Do It Again does have a weight swing around with Got the Green Light, and he could be the horse to beat. But 4, Got the Green Light, 9, Do It Again, and a horse that comes into the race with fresh legs. Showed his form down in Cape Town when he won a superb race, winning the Queen's Plate. He's just had the 1 run during our champion season. That was the Gold Challenge, where he was well beaten by Rainbow Bridge. But they've given him some time off after that run as well. We haven't seen him after that Gold Challenge. I mentioned fresh legs, and hopefully he can be competitive against what looks to be the right 2 horses in the race, in Got the Green Light and Do It Again. So we've gone with cover there, 4, 5, and 9. Let's repeat that pick 6. Leg 1, 2, 4, 7, 9, 10, no, 2, 4, 7, 10, 11, and 12. Then a banker 7. Then the field in leg number 3. Then a banker 14, Nebras. Race number 8, leg number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 11, and 14. And closing off that pick 6 will be 4, 5, and 9. That spend of 1,764 Rand. That's 100% of the perm. If you want to take 10%, that will cost you 177 Rand. And in that pick 6, you can play jackpot 1. That'll be race 5 to race 8. And just taking out the numbers from there, 7 a banker by the field, 14 a banker by 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 11, and 14. And that spend in jackpot 1 will cost you 98 Rand. And now to the quartet in the feature race. I mentioned it's a 1 million Rand carryover to that quartet pool, and that estimated pool will be 4 million Rand. How are we playing this quartet? Well, we've gone with our trackside travel, banker in the pick 6, Nebras, and yeah, we're going to go banker in the quartet as well. Banker for that first position, horse number 14. For second, I've narrowed it down to 5 horses, and that's going to be 1, 3, 9, 10, 13, and 15. I'll call out the names of those horses. 1, 3, 9, 10, 13, and 15. 1 being African Adventure. 3 being Don't Look Back. Horse number 9 being Favor. 10 being Holy Warrior. 13 being Silver Host. And 15 Dream Destiny. So that's for the second spot. And then for third and fourth, the same numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 horses for third and fourth. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 13, and 15. So the horses I've included will be horse number 5, Parts of Victory, here to defend his crown that he won last year at Big Horse for Garrett Van Zyl, and of course Warren Kennedy this time around. And then the other horse I've also included is 6, Bayberry, and then the other numbers pretty much stay the same, 9, 10, 13, and 15. Yes, it does stay the same. So that perm again for that quartet will be 14 a banker, by 1, 3, 9, 10, 13, and 15 for second, and then for third and fourth, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 13, and 15 for second, third, and fourth. And that perm will cost you 336 Rand. Of course, you can play a percentage as well. 336 Rand for that quartet with 14 banker. And that's a wrap. Well, it's been a busy show. I mentioned that we've got lots to offer for the last race meeting on the cards for this season. Of course, Greyville will race alongside Kenilworth as well on the day. But all the action, all the money, all the big pools and all eyes will be at Greyville, featuring a host of feature races, and this is where it's make or break for Equus champions as well. A lot of names in the hat, and this is where the men will be separated from the boys. It's going to be a wonderful meeting, and before we forget, it's your last chance as well to play the matching bonus. I say play the matching bonus, well, to get yourself the matching bonus, because it was happening throughout July. Up to 20,000 Rand was matched into your account in bets. And what it's going to be now, it's going to be the last day. So it was for everybody. It was not for just new account holders. If you had an existing account, and it was just not just once off, it was a deposit that accumulated to a maximum of 20,000 Rand. If you haven't reached your maximum yet for the month, or if you haven't heard about this when you're hearing about it for the first time, we'll get a matching bonus up to 20,000 Rand. The last day is on the 31st of July. That's Saturday. Well, it's been a wonderful show. Hopefully everything goes according to plan, and everything goes according to plan for you with whatever bets you're playing on the day as well. And on behalf of World Sports Betting, thanks to all the punters, but more importantly and more especially, you are the valued customer. And until next weekend show, you take care, have a blast, break a leg, win all the cash. Salani Gashle.